Hi guys, today I'm here to talk about the big shift that we've just had. Astrologically, Saturn and Neptune have just moved from Pisces, the end of the zodiac, the deep spiritual depth of meaning of our spirit, of our intuition, also our fears and overwhelm. As it leaves Pisces, Neptune going into Aries, which it did last week, we're going to experience such a shift in how we see ourselves. It's almost like if there was anything illusionary, anything not real, not true, that has been running our life. In Aries, it's like no more. You will find your true self. You will find that self-expression that you've been sort of out of alignment with. Yeah. And Saturn followed, changing from Pisces, again, the end of the zodiac, to Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, just the other day on the new moon. It's so incredible because it has been very difficult to find a time in history where these two planets came together at 0 degrees Aries. That is the creator degree, the beginning of the beginning. It's the critical degree. They call it the 0 degrees of the cardinal signs. And it means to take initiative, to take action, to become our true selves. That's why the last couple of years, the language has all been all about like authenticity and your true self and shedding what no longer fits. Because now is the time, especially the critical time when we first enter Aries, the first 10 degrees, the remainder of this year, to really put some effort into manifesting that which we desire. The last year or so, last year especially, probably rocked your boat in some significant way. Jobs ended, relationships ended, people left our lives. And we had deep wounds to overcome. They brought up fears and how we see ourselves. And there was so much that we realized that just didn't fit anymore. We were ready for something more and something bigger. And sometimes we were ready for less and something more peaceful. But whatever it was about finding this alignment. And this alignment has a lot to do with Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries and sets a whole new energetic beingness. So I work a lot with clients who desire change in their life, that look great, they're successful, they're creative, they're entrepreneurs, they're business CEOs, they're, just like top of the sales, like all kinds of people and situations, but something's out of alignment in their life. They know how to work hard. They read a lot. They have a curious and strong mind, and they know that something's missing. And if they would have been able to find it by themselves, by now they would have. And so, as a catalyst for change and a midwife of the spirit, I use my intuitive gifts to help them find that thing, that part of themselves, to release the identities and roles that have been holding us back and holding them down, to help them settle into something that's more comfortable and not so draining in their life. I work with a small handful of clients, and I have an opening, maybe two, I have to take a look, to work one-on-one in my program, Becoming Her. I absolutely love it because what inspired me is that there have been a few times in my life where who I am now doesn't fit my life. And there seems like I'm on the precipice of the edge of a very large canyon. And who I want to be is over there on the other side. And I really don't know how to become her. Yeah. I did it by myself the first time. A lot of support. And that's what I've been teaching all this time in one variety way or another. But now I've developed this really organized way of discovering who you really are, finding your true compass. And I can only do it one-on-one. I can't do it in a group. It's too personalized. It's too individualized. And it's really precious. It's really precious. And it takes some one-on-one time. So I'm offering that up. The timing is very fitting with the Neptune and the Saturn in Aries. Saturn being the manifester, the ruler of timing, our authenticity, our responsibilities in life. And Neptune being our imagination, our creation, our dreams. And so when those two come together in a sign of time to take action, when nowhere in history can we find that that ever happened before, astrologically, we know that we are on a precipice collectively, that we are on a path that we have never imagined before, and we are meant to live that path, to find it, to live it. So the woman on the other side of the canyon, the one that seems just out of reach, who is she? You know, what is missing? What is the misalignment from where you are today and her, and why? Whatever it is that's missing, I help you discover that and become her. That's how I use my gifts. I just see. And it's the most magical, not always easy, but very rewarding work for me and for you. When you see her and you think about your life today, is there a lot of pretending, procrastinating, performing, carrying everyone? Is that something that you don't know how to get out of, but you keep trying? And that's really good that you keep trying. It's really good that you even notice. And so I just want to let you know that as a catalyst for change and a midwife of the spirit, it is my mission to help you disconnect from the misalignment and to find what's missing. Whether it's more or whether it's less, doesn't really matter. That it feels joyful and alive and like freedom, that's what matters. That's what we do together. And so for all of you, any of you that watch this at any time, you're not behind. You're right on time. And that time is a reinvention. And there's a lot of freedom in that. It's a realignment. It's what's been missing, and it's what you're ready for. So my mission to you is spend some time this week writing down and thinking about what's missing and what does she have, the version of you on the other side of that canyon that you want. It's pretty simple. So if you do write it down, please write it below. Maybe it'll come right off your top of your head and surprise yourself, or maybe you've known for a long time, or maybe you're going to have to think about and let the truth bubble up for you. Either way, any way it comes up, just write it down. And I would love it if you would share it in the comments. I promise I will give you some feedback on it. All right. So I'm really looking forward to that. And next steps, next video. All right. Thanks.